Here joining us this morning is Columbia Public Schools spokeswoman Michelle Baumstark. And now last night the school board had a meeting and you guys talked about the presentation about how you're using internal assessments. Can we explain that a little further?
Sure. So one of the things that we wanted to bring our board up to date on is how we're using internal data to make decisions and plans to help our students have progress throughout the course of a given school year. The internal assessment we use is called the STAR. We administer it 3 times a year, in the fall, in the winter, and again in the spring. And that allows our teachers to have some initial conversations at the beginning of the school year with each other about what each individual student needs, what areas they may need to focus on some more so that they can have progress throughout the course of the year. They make intervention plans, they make support plans for students to help them see growth over time. One of the challenges that we're still seeing as a school district, as we look overall at our summary data, is some gaps between our students who receive paid lunch versus those that receive free and reduced price lunch. And so those are some of the things that we'll be digging in as we look at the data even more in depth and as we continue to have discussions with the school board.
So this is kind of a broad overview of everything. It's not just pinpointing one thing.
Right. We really wanted to bring them up to date about how we use our district support teams, and those are teams of teachers and educators within the buildings who work to make sure that all of our students have equal opportunity to succeed, as well as providing the support so that they need in order to make their progress goals.
And then there was also an MU resolution discussed, and it was jointly signed by the City Council and the County Commission.
Right.
Let's talk about this a little bit. This is kind of an ongoing topic of discussion.
It is. And so the conversation really started several weeks ago. We have a regular quarterly meeting between the government entities here in our city, including the City Council, the County Commission, the Chamber of Commerce, the school district, of course. But we had representatives from the University of Missouri come to the last meeting and really talk about some of the challenges that the university has faced over the last several months. And I don't think that's any secret. Of course, it's been all over the news and lots of conversations about what happened. But really talking about how important and valuable the University of Missouri is to our community, not just here in Columbia, but our surrounding community as well. It is an economic driver not only for our area, but for the state of Missouri as a whole. It's an academic driver for us. And so we really wanted to express the importance of maintaining funding for the university and what that means for us as a community and for us as a state.
And then something a little more fun, the school district the students and teachers, they're running a darkroom studio. What is this exactly, and what are the students going to be doing with this?
Absolutely. So we have a very ambitious teacher and group of students who have found a spot in Hickman High School to set up their own recording studio. And so they'll be having their grand opening first CD release party on Thursday the 18th to kind of launch it and celebrate some of the work that has already been taking place in the studio, which has a teacher who's helping do that, but it's really student driven. And it's such a cool thing, and it's open to anybody to come and record music, come sing and record things. So in fact, our superintendent has recorded music in there, as well as another board member. Yeah. So it's just, it's a really neat opportunity for students to be able to have some hands-on learning and engage in something that is unique within our school district.
And then there's something else. The school district is getting an award from the Missouri Department of Health today.
Sure.
And I think it's a pretty big step for Columbia.
So about a year ago, the school district really tried to start working toward becoming a breastfeeding-friendly workplace. We partnered with our local health department to start putting some plans in place. And of course now, many of those have come to fruition. And the Department of Health and Senior Services will be recognizing the school district this afternoon for its progress. We'll be receiving the Gold Award, which is the highest level of recognition when it comes to recognizing progress toward and establishing the school district as a breastfeeding-friendly workplace. We're actually the first school district to do that.
That was my next question. Is Jefferson City or any of the surrounding communities, are they even on board with this? I'm
sure that they're probably working toward that now, but we were the first school district to really jump on board, and part of that was the great partnership that we have with our local health department here, and so we were very excited about that as well.
All right, Michelle, thanks so much for being here with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
And